Welcome back to my channel. Right now you are going for a ride along as I head out to pick up the next set of amplifiers that you will be seeing on my channel. Now this is a brand that I have never owned in the past, ever. Never owned it, so I never had an opinion as far as what it sounds like, how does it rank in comparison to some of the best preamplifiers or amplifiers that I've owned in the past. But before I get started, make sure you check out my website, jaysaudiolab.com. If you are looking for top-end amplifiers or even more affordable options, I always have something for you. It is important that you support me. It is important that you stay tuned there, keep checking back and forth. Whether it is a speaker that you need, an amplifier, a preamplifier, cables, DACs, make sure you're there. I do take trade-ins, okay, to facilitate the deal. What I don't do, and I want to be very honest here and transparent, I am not in the business to swap out components, meaning trade Pokemon cards, which means you trade in your equipment for something that I have and it's an even swap. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that you understand I do take trade-ins at trading value. So if there's something on the website, okay, that you're interested in, send me a message, okay? Send me a message, inquire within the website about the product that you're interested in purchasing from me. Also, before I forget, make sure you check out my Facebook group, okay? I have a lot of members now. The group keeps growing more and more and more. As I said earlier, I typically shoot videos without any editing, at least twice a week for the group to make everybody feel closer to me, okay? On YouTube here in this space, I gotta edit this video like right now, driving to pick up these amplifiers, right? And preamplifier. I gotta edit this, you know, because I've been missing exits just now, driving and talking, okay? But I gotta edit the video. It takes more preparation, it takes more work. And on that Facebook group, that's not the case. I just grab my phone, shoot, and however it comes off, that's how you guys get it. So make sure you go to Facebook, add me. The link will be in the description so you can be part of my community on Facebook. I've been living here in Conroe, Texas for the last, I think it's 10 months now. And I don't regret the move one bit. It's been one of the best decisions that I could have ever made for my business. The main reason why I moved here is because of my business. I was quite content in Florida, didn't have a problem with Florida. It's hot. For those of you who think that Houston is more humid than Florida, than South Florida to be specific, you couldn't be more wrong. We are right now pretty much in the month of June, and it's nowhere near the humidity that you feel in South Florida, not even close. So those of you who have been living in Texas, I promise you, there is a place in South Florida that's way hotter and more humid than this place, than Houston, Texas. Anyhow, getting back to Goldmund, I never had the chance to own this Swiss brand. It's been a long time coming. I have seen it at shows. I wouldn't call myself an expert when it comes to what this brand delivers, sonically speaking. I just know it's a very smooth type of sound. It's very pretty. And that's as far as I go with this particular brand. But you know how I do it. For me to give you a qualified opinion, I have to have it in my space, and I have to be able to listen to it extensively with different speakers, different cables, and obviously be able to give you guys that feedback, because without my because that's what I owe to you all. My feedback, my opinion on a product that I sit with for at least 2 to 3 months. Sometimes you'll love to collect opinions from people that have never owned a product that you're interested in buying, and that couldn't be that's the biggest mistake you can possibly make when you're looking to make that next purchase. Jesus, somebody's driving in the middle of the highway with their door open in Houston, Texas. That's crazy. Look at this. In the middle of traffic. Crazy.
So I can go up if you want. It's not that easy. So 1, 2. Shit.
we got the. You remove the lock.
Under there? I don't think so.
No, but, it won't. But if you can push it this way. Strap there.
And lock the wheels.
Yeah, exactly. It's locked. That's good. All the heavy stuff that we do, the heavy lifting is unreal. Woo! Goldmund, Telos 2800. All right, let's get these puppies offloaded. Oh, I got it. Don't you worry. All right, let's go inside the sound room now. All right. Man, this preamplifier is super heavy. Very, very heavy. Let's unpack them. And today is day number 2 because I was tired yesterday. So let's open up these Goldmund amplifiers, Telos 2800. You want to know the MSRP or should I leave that out? Why don't I tell you what the MSRP is on these incredible Swiss-made power amplifiers? My first time with them, by the way. Never had them, never owned them. So check them out. All right, check these things out. They look very pretty. Very, very good looking amplifiers. I like the fact that they come in only one road case, actually. Yeah. Woo. Amplifier number 1. This worker number 2. Same thing. Woo. Come on, boy. Freeze me? Freeze me? With me? Okay, let's even them out, even them out. For those of you that have OCD, let's even them out. It's about right. It's called the Mimesis Reference Preamplifier. Got the manual for it. All right, I think this is probably where we want to be, the control portion of it. Oh, man, it's just so pretty. Beautiful Goldmund stuff. Love the look. Love the look. And you know, accidentally, this is an accident, okay? It is an accident. White and silver. It happens to be silver. So you see the theme I got going on here? It's beautiful. Wood, silver, and white. Okay, let's continue here. Woo! Man. All right. So let's look at the power supply. All right, typical, just umbilical cord. Look at the back of the preamplifier. So you see how it's configured. All right, and here is the rest of the stuff. Umbilical cord, which is very important, and a crappy power cord. You know we don't use this. This is trash. So when you're buying used hi-fi from me, this is garbage. You don't put this level of electronics with this. Some of you buy used hi-fi and complain that it doesn't come with a power cord. You don't buy this level of electronics with this power cord, okay? Which is why some brands don't even include it anymore. Just so you know. Remote. Oh, I love it. It feels very heavy. Amazing. Beautiful. All aluminum. And each input has a button, which I love. Even has a phase button, which is for some recordings that actually sound better when you push that button. So it's important that we always look at this. When you're connecting an umbilical cable, usually they have a red dot. You see that it has a red dot as well right here. The point is for you to align it, okay? That's how you know how they go, okay? There, snaps into place. So, and that applies to a lot of manufacturers, by the way, that use umbilical cables for their power supplies. Always look for this red dot, some sort of dot. That's your guide so that you know the position in which the umbilical cord needs to be. We're gonna do the power supply, which is pretty heavy now. It even has a ground connection on the back to ground it. That's actually really good. Beautiful. There it is. Now I'm just going to check to make sure it's seated properly. And now we're going to do the umbilical cord. Input 5. Let's use input 5. All right, so we're going to make the XLR connection is in. Let's make the positive. I like these binding posts actually. They feel very high quality. Really good. And let's do the negative terminal on the speaker. See what I like about spades, they just make a very nice contact on the surface. And then next is the Jorma power cord. All right, let's turn the amplifier on. You got to push these two buttons, by the way. So you got to push both of them in. There we go. And it's muted at the moment. You got a menu button here too, which brings up other settings. Basically the selector, analog, XLR. You got a gain adjustment. Interesting. You have XLR input as well. Right now it's at -6 dBs. And you got gain adjustment on the RCA as well. Brightness adjustment as well. And that is basically it. So now the amplifier is unmuted. It's operating mode. So what am I going to do next? You know what I'm going to do next? I'm going to sit my butt right here on this chair and push play and listen to this system. So stay tuned for more because my feedback will begin early next week. Thank you for your support, guys. I could not do this without any of you. Stay tuned for more. It is Goldmund's turn to be here in the lab. Peace.